I'm going to show you how to install just enough Python that you can make some simple automation scripts with it, as though the simple automation scripts that you can use with Brightspace and as an instructor or a professor at a community college that uses Brightspace, an institution that uses Brightspace. So this is part of a larger project where I actually have a script that I've done some automation with, but this is a chance to install the prerequisites for it now, so you can do your own automation and so that you can run mine. So I'm just going to share my screen. And I'm going to be installing 3 things to make a Python development environment. The first thing, oddly enough, is going to be Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to spark up my browser Chrome. I'm going to go to VS Code download. I'm going to go to the first organic link here. And at Conestoga, where I'm doing this from, we have administrative privileges on our computers, like in the office. So I'm going to pick the system installer here for x64. There's also a user installer there that you could use if you didn't have administrative privileges. So I'm going to click on here. I'm going to run the installer. And for this one, I'm going to just accept all the defaults. Pretty straightforward. All done. I'm going to unclick this Launch Visual Studio Code because we've got to install some other things before we want to launch Visual Studio Code. So I'm just going to finish there. Now, speaking of those other things, the next other thing that I'm going to install is Git. So Git download. So we're going to use Git for revision control, but we're also going to use Git to fetch the code, which I've stored as a GitHub repository. So my code is accessible as a GitHub repository. So I'm just going to click download for Windows. Click here to download the latest 64-bit version of Git for Windows. Okay, and I go up to here. Right, and this one I'm going to change it a little bit. So I'm going to accept next. Can install that folder anyways. I've already had Git installed in here, so it's there. That's fine. That's fine. Here, so Git will let you change code in a GitHub repository, and when you make changes, you want to make a little message about what those changes were, and it uses an editor for that. And we're going to use Visual Studio Code as Git's default editor. And we'll click Next. I'm going to switch the default branch to be main instead of master. So master is kind of an older, more programmer-ish term for it has a different meaning to a programmer than it has in English, whereas main is more the meaning to a programmer is more consistent with the meaning in English. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to do this. This is important. Get from the command line and also from third-party software. Bundled OpenSSH, OpenSSL library. Now let's change this to that. Checkout as is, commit as is. The reason I do that is because I work on Macs at home, and this is seems to me to be a better option for working with the Mac. That's fine. That's fine. Not going to do the Git credential manager. Click no, none there. Next. I will enable symbolic links. I'm not going to enable either of those. Now we'll do install. Okay, that's 2/3 of the way there. I'm not going to view the release notes, just going to finish. Okay, so now we need Python. We'll do Python download again. We arrive here. Download the latest version for Windows. There it is. Go into the installer. The important thing about this one is just in this first screen here. Got to click Add Python to Path. If I don't do that, I'm going to have to uninstall it and do it again. It needs to be on my path so I can get at it with Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to click Install Now. Again, it's pretty nice and fast. Okay. So that's Python installed. So that's 3 out of 3. I'm going to X that. Now I'll just spark up Visual Studio Code and we'll run a test. I can type the Visual Studio Code into the search bar, but I see it here already. So I'll just run it. So with Visual Studio Code, I'm going to start by opening a folder. So their idea is that a project is a folder. I'm going to my source where I have all my coding folders. I'm going to do new folder, November 27, VS Code test. Okay, so now I got a nice empty place to put my code. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the overflow icon, go to terminal, new terminal. Now you can have different shells with Git. The way you get the different shells is by pressing F1 and selecting from this terminal, select default profile. I have bash set, but it doesn't really matter what shell you use. So long as when you type git minus version, there is a version. Doesn't have to be this one, but you just need a version of git. And if you do Python minus version, there is a version of that as well, and that version starts at 3. The first number in that version is 3. Okay, so that's just enough Python to do some simple scripting for an educator to use with Brightspace, in my case, but with your learning management system. I'm going to make another video now about some automation that I've done and share a GitHub repository.